Well, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Day 3 coverage from the High1 CC. We're at the highest topographical golf course in all of South Korea for one of the most popular events on the KLPGA Tour. Ko Ji-yu, the defending champion, and the lady who's won both her KLPGA Tour titles at this very venue, Han Jin-sun, bidding for a fourth straight top 10 finish here, all safely through to the weekend. It was Kim Min-ju who took a comfortable 3-shot lead into the weekend stages of this championship, but my word, there have been some birdies made on the front nine. What was I telling you? Shin Dae-in desperately needs a good week to try and prop herself up the order of merit heading into the second half of the season. That's a nice birdie found there for Shin. It's a lovely battle back and forth yesterday on that back nine between Park Hyun-kyung and Kim Min-ju, playing a couple of groups apart, but it was a late surge of birdies from Park Min-ji that saw her grab the final spot in the last group on Saturday. Kim Min-sun 7. Well, had a solid start yesterday and just petered out and then frustratingly bogeyed her final hole. Kim Soo-ji pieced together a fine round of 69 to move herself into contention heading into the weekend. She's at 5 under for the moment. Had a chance to better that lovely shot into 7. This right to left her for birdie. Slacked a little pace. To 11, and High1 got off to a hot start with 3 straight birdies early in her round, but just dropped a shot. What really hard to remember was 4 over par after 9 holes on Thursday. Showed a real touch of class to battle through and make the halfway cut. There were shots to spare, 69 yesterday. High1 now inside the top 20 for a second victory of the season. Now Bang Shin-sil bunkered off the tee, but played a beautiful long iron shot from the sand. Now has this for birdie to move into a 4-way tie for second place. Minimal movement in this for Bang. Just bogeyed the 6th, gets that shot straight back. No shortage of support for Bang Shin-sil this afternoon, and no shortage of birdies on that front nine. The eagle putt came up a little shy for Kim Min-sun 7. And the putter, the last 24 hours, you have to say, has been pretty much ice cold for Kim. Now Hyun-kyung. Very solid round, just derailed by a couple of late bogeys yesterday at Park. Horrible start, took a double at the second, but has found a couple of birdies at 3 and 5. And has given herself a reasonable look there on the 7th. To the, what looks like the 10th, Han Jin-sun making the move many expected. It's up to 5 under par, just 1 bogey on her card. Very congested first page of the leaderboard. First player in this championship's history to successfully defend the title, so in 2023. It's been a welcome return to some form for Park Min-ji. He's only missed 1 cut this year. He has 3 top 10 finishes. Close to the lip with no flatter ball flight. He had to lean back, try and add a little loft and pick that out of the trap cleanly. It's a very nicely played shot. Never won here at High1 CC. Not many places where Min-ji hasn't left with a trophy come day's end. 19 victories in the last 4 years on the KLPGA Tour. She has some record. Yeah, Minju, another player who's just starting to find a little form. Got that breakthrough victory earlier in the season at the Dukshin EPC Championship. Sort of dwelled in the mid-pack for most of the last couple of months. She's got 5-iron and leaning like this might be out a fraction right. It's okay. 3-shot lead coming into the weekend. Pretty good front runner, but she does put herself in these positions. We saw her convert that 54-hole lead at the Dukshin EPC Championship. Surprised to see there hasn't been a multiple winner so far in 2025. And that changed this week. This lady got her first major title back in May. KLPGA Championship, Hong Jung-min. Disappointing 73 yesterday morning. She will have that to cut into Kim Min-ju's lead and get to 4 under for her round. Now back to the 8th, and Bang Shin-sil. Tall frame, long levers, really creates great width all throughout the swing. I do like the tempo in recent years. Really smoothened everything out. Still generates a lot of speed, don't get me wrong. It just feels so much more controllable these days. Minji, the front of the 7th green, putt wants to go left early and then just bend right as it gets to the cup. And you see, it looks like it wants to keep turning. And it just straightens up. But nice weight on that one. Park. At the top of the show, highest elevated golf course throughout the land of morning calm. High1 CC host this championship once again. It's nice to see a decent little crowd out following the final group. Why wouldn't you? Some serious star power here. The least likely of the three happens to be leading the championship with an opportunity to extend here. What can you notice about having watched Kim Min-ju play over the last couple of days? Her pace control on her putting has been very good. Never really had too many stressy putts for par. That's what you like to see when you're leading a championship. Well, one of our newly minted major champions make an impression. She can. Min, scorching front line of 32, closes the gap to just 2 shots to Kim Min-ju. Kim. Get herself into red figures for the first time today. A healthy amount of right to left movement in this putt. It's Do your best to pick out the right line, send it out high enough. We've seen so many snap low. Gotta hit it. Has she hit it? No. Good try though from Shinsil. Kim Min Sun 7. Like I said earlier on, the putter really has let her down. Crafted plenty of excellent opportunities for herself throughout the week, and to be languishing at 4 under par, I feel she's deserved more. A chance to get to 5 there on the 12th. The aerial view of this par 3 8. See that flag today? It's cut as it was for the first 2 rounds of that front segment of the green. Water really doesn't come into play here. It takes a real stinker to come up short. There's not enough breeze where if you pull it left, you'll be in the penalty area. But it's a pretty big target, this green on 8. Expect to see 3 reasonable chances for birdie from the final group coming up, particularly with that hole on the left-hand side. All 3 players do like to work the ball from right to left, especially Park Min-ji. Right on line. Curiously soft bounce, has to be said. Yeah, Shinsil can really open up the shoulders here on 9. Dog legs a little from left to right, but she's got the power to cut the corner. If you do that, you really shorten up your second shot to this green. Yeah, only bogeys on the back 9. Oh, only bogeys all day yesterday came on the 2 par 3s on the back 9, and both because of clunky tee shots. Solid contact there, but she is giving this a long look. Alright, safely to the heart of the green. Doesn't need to go flag hunting here, not with that 2-shot lead. Just gotta 20 feet right. No real issues. Just for her sanity, this has got to drop. Yeah, well hauled. Good birdie there for Kim Min Sun 7. Inch her ever closer. Just with how densely packed this leaderboard is, you still feel that any number of players break out and string together some birdies. They'd be right up there challenging Kim Min Joo. This looks like Choi Min Kyung making the turn. Well, for those who may be new to the KLPGA Tour, this young lady is known as the Autumn Queen. because all but one of her victories have come in the second half of the year. She's starting to find some form, really round into form, I should say, Kim Soo-ji. Shin-sil. I noted the vast improvements she's made with a wedge game in the last couple of months. And that wasn't a good strike. Still, she's not missing greens. Every now and then you used to see Bang Shin-sil miss a green with just a full wedge in hand. She has a lot of them with that power. I noted the excellent pace putting of Kim Min-joo earlier on. It's going to be put to the test here again on the 8th. Once again, she is up to the task. Lovely speed. Looks a little like Jim Uri making the turn. She's got some good idea of what this putt's going to do around the hole. So just watch Kim Min-joo. Bit wayward off the 10th tee, Wong Jung-min. Standing on the cart path, electing to not take a drop because that would leave her with a very uncomfortable lie. Sounded a little heavy. Oh, it just clears the green side bunker. It's going to go scuttling along towards the middle of the green. It certainly could have been a whole lot worse with that errant tee shot. Now Park. She starts making putts of these length. She is dangerous. Not on this occasion. Shin-sil, a little bit clunky with the contact, but in the correct pocket of this green. But should come a little up the hill and move to the left. Fresh off that birdie at 12. Kim Min-sun 7, operating out of the short grass again at the 13th. Number 1 on the KLPGA Tour as an amateur at the Remix Championship a couple of years ago. So no stranger to the spotlights. Kim Soo-ji. Watch that left hand. She likes the line. She's got this very unique reverse fist pump. Not going to see it there. Squad has a bit of an opportunity. So feature group make their way up to the ninth. And you can see that general bend of the fairway. Playing a little from left to right. Kim Kim, I don't think, can take the Bang Shin Sill line. Challenge that right side. Has added some yardage in the off-season, Park Hyun Kyung. Yeah, that's sensibly done. Bit on the green. Just want to tidy this one up. Yeah, well done. Shinsil making steady progress on moving day. No bogey on 6. Minji will have to start this up the right-hand side of the fairway. A much more pronounced right-to-left ball flight than most of her peers. I wonder if that's just stayed in the fairway or crept into the rough. I say the tempo looks a little bit slower for Kim Min-joo. I wonder if just the lower body got a little lazy there. Wants to go and tug that into the left bunker. She's far enough back where the lip shouldn't be a problem, but yeah, interesting to keep an eye on that tempo as the round progresses this Saturday. A lengthy one for Jongmin on 10, working off that little tier, which should kick it right early. It's got to go. That one's got to keep stretching. Little knee knocker for par. Poor wedge shot, you have to say, from Kim Min-sun 7 at 13. This partner roll up a little rise and just bend to the left once it hits that plateau. Now go up to the 18th hole, and it has been a very nice day for Hwang Min-jung. 6 under par for her round. 3 off the lead. Isn't going to bother Kim Min-joo. There's not much of a lip to that bunker anyway. To build a nice stable base between these fairway bunkers, dig that feet in. You have to appropriately compensate for the slight loss of height, gripping down. Just want to pick the ball perfectly off that sand. If you strike these fairway bunker shots nicely, you get a lot of spin. So definitely factoring that into our calculations. Expect this one to bounce and release a little more. Absolute A1 position now for Hyun Kyung. The only player in this group on the fairway. She can just play a bog standard shot. Seems like she may be in between clubs. If anything, I'm more a proponent of just taking that shorter one, especially given your position the leaderboard. Just hit it a little bit harder. Under pressure with adrenaline. Don't want to be trying to feather any longer shots. Good shot, nicely controlled, and start working its way towards the left-hand side of the green, but not bad. So plenty of birdies out at High1 CC today, but no change at the top of the leaderboard. It's still Kim Min-joo holding firm at 10 under par. Hong Jung-min has closed the gap to just 2.
플레이하겠습니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
Nicely played shot and that fairway bunker. She's got the putt so significant amount from left to right. We've seen the slope of this green. A little rush of blood to the head there for Kim. Shinsu just kept it on the fairway at 10. These are those shots I was describing earlier, just the little half wedges. Requires such good feel and trust. Just off a slight downslope as well, so it's going to flatten out the trajectory. Open up the face. Feel like the ball rolls up the club face and a little too shallow on that one. Just came out with no compression. It's up in the bunker. Park Min-ji looking up the hill, a bit more aggressive than Kim.
Nice ball!
Steady stuff on the front nine from Park Min-ji, despite that early bogey. Now, Min-jung at the last. Pretty simple little chip shot. Lies good in that left rough. Excellent golf on Saturday. He is 66. 7 under par starting the final round. How far back is that going to be? Regardless, life is going to taste pretty good today. Huang. I respect the amount of left to right in this putt. It's a little more than you think. The first player we've seen miss it low, Hyun Kyung. Now back to the 18th. Kim Si-hyun playing alongside Hwang Min-jung. She is also 6 under and bogey free. We'll have that match her playing partner. Going to here on 9. Excellent recovery. So goes out in front by 2. 9 holes to play on Saturday. High-1 result. Good news for Shinsil. Ball's on a level spot in the bunker. It's not too deep. Just open up that club face, get the hands a little back so you don't have got a bit of negative shaft lean. And slip lob wedge under the ball. Come up high and soft. I just got a little too much ball. These are the mistakes that every now and then plague Shinsil a little. Got wedge in hand and struggling for par. Shi-Hyun don't want to end what's been a brilliant day with a 3-putt bogey. Just got to clutch up, concentrate here. Bit of right to left. Nicely holed. Good 2-putt. How about the scoring from Kim Shi-Hyun and Hwang Min-jung today? Matching each other. 66ers and could very well be in each other's company for Sunday's final round. Now to Shinsil's struggles on 10. Those hurt. Those really do. Sun 7. The birdie opportunity at 14. So it will be pretty slippery coming down the hill. It's been a story of her week so far. In Sun 7. Quality shots with it. Had it all with the putter. Now Minji starts the back 9 for adrift. No need to hit driver, so play slightly downhill. Just about finding the fairway, preferably the left half if you can. Hong Jung-min going to give the green a crack in 2 on the 11th. He's been moved up today, so a lot more players able to reach. Oh, no. Oh, well. It's a misreward hole, but Hong Jung-min's hydrated that second. So she's in a little bit of trouble. Kim being a little bit more aggressive. Minji and leaking this one out right. Big kick. Oh, is that going to come off the slope? It will. That could have been so much worse. She'll get away with one.
시작하겠습니다.
Kim Min-ju going with the driver again. Well, clearly feels very comfortable. Oozing confidence with that 2-shot advantage. Just backing herself to keep the pressure on the chasing pack. Looks a little bit better there. More aggressive through the ball. Body never slowing down. That is in the ideal position now for the front right hole location. Han G1 laid it up at 11. And that one is going to settle up very nicely. We saw a hole out 3 on Thursday from Park Bo Kiom on this hole. Nice way to end the day for Lee Hyun 3. We'll chip in at the last for an even par total of 72. So, that second shot of Jung Min pitched dry land and then just took a hop, skip, and a jump over the fence into the weeds. The penalty area, so we'll mark her point of entry. It's 2 club lengths from there. Drop and play 4 still. Every chance she gets up and down, not a difficult place as long as the lie's okay. Fancy her chances to escape unscathed. To what looks like the 18th. A birdie putt for Hong Hyun Ji. Another player who's had the scoring boots on this Saturday.
잠시만요. 플레이하겠습니다.
I don't think it's a full yardage for Minji. Just gonna have to just move this up in the stance, get a little more height on this. Just carry that bunker. Such a good field player. Really couldn't have done more from that lie and angle. So on the upslope, I don't think she can land this on the green. She's got to land it in the fringe. Just have it take some of the sting out. Carry it on the green. It's going to pitch on a downslope and shoot away from the hole. Yeah, sublime touch. Excellent touch from Hong Jung Min. Contact sounded pretty good. Should have some spin. Oof, just didn't grab, but not bad from Kim Min-ju. Poor angle for Park Hyun-kyung. Just got to do the right thing. Got a little long here. Bring that short bunker into play. Not a bad result. The conservative approach to 11 yields a birdie for G1, who'll move herself up alongside the likes of Hyun Kyung and Min Ji at 6 under par. Good company to be keeping. For a par at 18, Hong Hyun Ji. Around with a 3 putt. Reached the screen in 2 yesterday, Shin Sil. comfortably be able to reach into today after finding the fairway off the tee. Swing indicating that it's probably hitting a little right. Okay. Stay on the green, and for the second day in a row, Wang Chunsil will have an eagle putt on 11. Best finish on tour this year for Park Min-ji. Couple of 10th place finishes at the Doosan Weave Championship and the NBN Ladies Open, where she is a multiple-time winner. Haven't seen her since the Heaven Masters 2 weeks ago. Major titles on the KLPGA Tour. The prolific winner, Han Jun Son, up the hill into the 13th. Pretty good shot there. Getting close to winning the Celtrion Queens Masters back at the start of June. Jin Seon narrowly getting pipped to the line by Lee Ga-young. Min-ju. Looks good. Ooh, just falls off low. She's holding her own in some illustrious company. Two playing partners combining for 27 wins, including 5 majors on tour. She's got just the one. But more importantly, this week, she's got that 2-shot lead. Now, Kim Min-sun 7, green high in 2 at the 15th. Powerfully built player. Didn't birdie this hole yesterday after being greenside in 2. So it looks to amend that wrong with a nicely played pitch shot. Putter's got to start cooperating for Park Hyun-kyung if she wants to make a run. Pretty much a carbon copy of Kim Min-ju's putt.
네, 알겠습니다.
Suji, not a brilliant layup, but the angle's good from this right rough. Can just play a bit of a releasing wedge. To chop down there and gouge it out. Yeah, not bad. Curious to see what Kim Min-ju will do here. If she gives this one a good rip off the tee. So she has a game plan. It's been working excellent through the first 2 days. Will she be tempted to attack in 2? If she's got a number for it, or is she just going to go the conservative route, which we've seen in the last 2 rounds?
Shot.
It's going to catch the downslope and go chasing. Now for birdie at the other par 5 on the backside. Okay, up into a share of 5th again. Kim Min-sun 7. Steady work on this backside. She's got gears parking in G. You'll see if she gives this one a little extra welly. Try to catch that big downslope. Gain about 30 yards, but everyone's signaling this one out to the right. Oh, that is very far right. Did someone say safe? Just kicked out. Cameraman obviously has no idea, but I don't seem too bothered back on the tee. And Hyun-Jin Son for a birdie at 13. Got it. Three things are certain in life: death, taxes, and Hyun-Jin Son contending at High1 CC. 2-time champ making a move. So we go back to Hyun Kyung on the 11th. Definitely gettable for Hyun Kyung. Now look at that ball go bounding down the fairway. Hong Jong-min in at 12, facing this, but to try and get within 1. Flirting with the hospitality area on the last is Ro Seong-hui. Good little pitch there. Wasn't the best of angles, but she's given herself a chance to finish off with a 4. An eagle look for Bang Shin-sil on 11. More than happy to just 2-putt this and get herself back to 7 under. It's from just outside 35 feet. She's going to do just that. Lovely speed on that from the 3-time KLPGA Tour winner. No one's yet claimed that beautiful BMW hole-in-one prize on 16 this week. The greens look to be a little softer, a little more receptive than they were in the first 2 rounds of this championship. Suji. for birdie on 11. She's got plenty of club, but understandably looking out to the right, Kim Min-ju. Sensible play. Self a simple little pitch shot from the correct angle. Ro Seung-hui for her par. Well done. Nice up and down to close out her round of 69. Got away with that poor tee shot, Park Min-ji. Got to be careful with this one. Ball going to be slightly above her feet, which tends to promote a little hook. Not going to have as much stability standing on the cart path. Needless to say, going left is not ideal. Here on the 11th, Hyun Kyung just going to get a drop off that drainage cover. Free drop, that is. Curious to see, Min-ji was looking over at Hyun Kyung like she was expecting her to go. So they must be fairly equidistant, so we'll have an idea of how far Min-ji has as Hyun Kyung does her calculations. Be right around that 200 meter range. Hyun Kyung. So comfortably reachable with a 3-wood. Okay, with that pin towards the back half of the green, what she's got to do is carry this onto the putting surface and it should go tumbling along. There's a good amount of dialogue here between Hyun Kyung and her caddy. That slight downslope just playing in the back of her mind. It's low, it's a little left. Has it got the legs? Ooh, saw a little white speck. I think it might be okay. Certainly applauding like it is.
아니 물이 아니라고 포대 같은 거 맞은 것 같은데요?
Heart in mouth moments for Park Hyun Kyung there.
오, 물수제비?
That downhill lie did really knock that ball flight down there. It's got to be smart here, Min-ji. Loads of room out right. If you happen to toe this a little and it turns over left, great. But do not be overly bold. That's low out right. It's going to be fine. It's wise to not tempt fate twice on the same hole, Park.
물수제비.
아니 그 앞에 물 맞고 저리 말고 튀어야고 물 맞고 튀었어 지금.
착하게 살아야겠다.
Let's try and spy where this ball's ended up for Park Hyun Kyung. It came out awfully low. Yes, skipped in the penalty area. Oh, goodness, it's on the green. Oh, why didn't we use the camera angle from the tower at the back of the green instead of going to that odd camera about 50 yards short? No wonder she's relieved and smiling. Is that a fortuitous sign for Hyun Kyung? Back to Jin Seon on the 14th tee. One more club than she had yesterday into this green. It's a 6-iron. Okay. 맞아, 사실. The other par 3 on the back 9, Kim Min Sun 7, just coming towards the end of her round. She's hitting good putts. They're just not dropping. With good pace, a little high. She's just lurking. Don't want to be too far back going into Championship Sunday. Now, Kim So-yi alongside Han Jin-son. One-year-old outside the top 60 on the money list right now. He's only made 8 cuts this year, no top 10s. So an important weekend ahead for her. Basic pitch shot for Park Min-ji and Kim Min-ju on this 11. Min-ju coming from the fairway can sort of afford to throw it a little bit further up on the green. With a couple of skips and a bit of check. Kind of shot that you'd expect reasonably close. Professional and good control of their game. Breeze shouldn't be a factor. There hasn't been too much since the Hooli that the afternoon start has played in on Thursday. Heels in a little quicker than Min-ju would have liked. I almost prefer Park Min-ji's shot, even though she's coming out of the rough, or especially because she's coming out of the rough. Nice cushy light. Don't have to worry about the ball grabbing too quickly. Just play for release. Just like that. Fabulous touch. Shin-sil. The hanging looking lie on the 12th, ball above her feet. Come to this raised green as well, so this ball's going to be spinning a little more than usual. Yeah, nicely controlled. I think this is a pretty elementary tickler for par. Okay. 2 holes left for Kim Min Sun's day. Han Jin-son. Optically pleasing this putt, just a gradual mover from right to left. Min. Pretty big tee shot. 113 just crept into the rough. She holed it on that tiny front right segment of the green. Yes, she can. Oh, an eagle putt for Park Hyun-kyung. Ride up that little shoulder and then kick off to the right once it gets into that back plateau. That's the problem sometimes. You know you have to hit it hard enough to get up a pretty steep slope. Yeah, just a touch firm. Hill slope on the other side really exacerbates that speed. Birdie look for Soyi at 14. It's a putt that can get away from you if you're a little heavy-handed. It's always playing in the back of Kim's mind. To go a little left. We saw from Kim Soo-ji's in a similar spot. Maybe just an outside right edge putt. There it goes. And take advantage of a good bit of fortune. Park Hyun-kyung. It's a 3-putt par. Sill after that very nicely controlled wedge shot. Birdie opportunity to try and join Hong Jung-min at 8 under par. If anything, you want to say this maybe just creeps a little left around the cup. The only debate right now is, do you start this outside right edge or just on the right edge? So speed dependent. Picked out the right line there. Great birdie for Bang Shin-sil. Back-to-back birdies, and another player moves to 8 under. Start of the day with a 3-shot lead. This is to reclaim a similar sized advantage. Just relentless stuff from Kim Min-joo. It's only her second birdie of the day, but she will stretch her lead back to 3, walking to the 12th tee. And for Min-ji, it's just about trying to stay with her at this point. Pretty simple putt. Need to start it outside the hole. Good birdie there for Park Min-ji. Gains no ground. Jim, her final hole of the day started on the back 9. It's piecing together an excellent day's work. Getting even better. She can pop that in for birdie. Lovely shot. Hong Jung-min. Couldn't have par since she started the back 9. That one will continue. Poor effort. Now Min-ji with the honour. Lost her last tee shot outright. Is this one hitting left? Stays out of real trouble. The driver is starting to misbehave a little for Min-ji. to say that rhythm looks very good for Kim Min-joo. Well, she looked a little concerned. Had no reason to be. That was just straight up the guts of the 12th fairway for Park Hyun-kyung, who is spinning her wheels a little on moving day. Even par for her round, and now finds herself 5 shots adrift of Kim Min-joo. Absolutely no need for driver on 13 for Shin-sil. Just trying to keep it in the fairway. Give yourself a nice number into that front right pin. Up to 17 and EA1. Fortunately back at 2 under par now. Has been a bit of a rough go of things. This back 9. The bogeys at 14 and 15. Where she began the day. Currently leads the money list and points list. Hyun-joo up that leaderboard, started her day with 3 straight birdies, just picked up her 5th of the round back on 15, so she's lying at 7 under par. Pretty dialed in with the short irons this week. Kim Min-sun 7. His target on the 17th, playing closer to 120 odd meters. Blame that one on me, Min-sun. Commentator's curse. Talk up that iron game and you pull one long left. Fairly confident. Kim Min-joo's in between clubs here. 2 in the hand. Anything. The longer one probably preferable. Elevated green, front hole location. If you're a little bit long of this pin, it's no real problem. If you come up short, could leave you a bit of a fiddly chip. The left portion of the green, there's a little spine in the center of the target, which does feed the ball left. Players can use that. A little bit of draw spin. Just picking all the right clubs today. Excellent shot. Pin high for your leader. Now up to 14 and one of the 2 players within 3. Hong Jong-min. She's got 7 iron. Lovely sound of compression. Pulls that one in. Just settled down. Ahead to 13. And Kim Soo-ji is the shot she absolutely eats up. Slightly below her feet, so it should counteract the natural right to left ball flight. Just step on a pitching wedge here. pulled it off the tee. Minji, not quite sure how the lie is in the rough, but might have to be landing this short of the green, try and have it skip on. Something like that. What a shot from Park Min-ji. Starting to look like the Park Min-ji of old. See her two playing partners get lovely shots into this hole. What can Hyun Kyung do? Just in the first kind of rough, Shin-sil, but the lie's okay. Gonna land this one just short, have it bounce on. Not that far short though. Maybe that just came off the top of the club. Came out a little dead on her. Minju's lead remains 3, but it's Hong Jung-min and Bang Shin-sil who are making the moves today. Great rounds of 68 from Kim Chi-hyun and Hwang Min-jung leave them at 7 under par in the clubhouse. Thankfully for Hyunkyo, that ball's not up against the collar of the fringe. Getting to the back of it's not going to be a problem. She's got putter, fairly slow from the low point of this green. Not for the first time today. Shaves the edge. Shinsil just chipping from short of the green. Raise target on the 13th, so if you can pitch this one on the putting surface, you'll get a little check on it. Yeah, good touch. For 2 in a row, Park Min-ji. Love to start stringing these together. No, didn't like it straight off the putter face. Think she knew. Yeah, Suji. Very slow one up this hill. It just loses speed and goes left. Perfect. Kim Soo-ji making her move. About time. Second birdie of the round for the Autumn Queen. Golden chance for Kim Min-ju. Get herself up to 12 under par. Center cut again. Kim Min-ju. She did yesterday. Just keeping her foot on the gas pedal. Judged shot out of the rough on her final hole today. Sung Yoo Jin to go into Sunday at 5 under. It's been a very nice day at the office for Sung Yoo Jin. Bogey free 68. Still just looking to clean up for par at 13. So she's built herself a bit of a cushion again. Kim Min-ju. That was just tailing off a little right. It's going to get an unlucky bounce and finish in the right rough. So options may be limited for ENG there. Year one after that poor second shot. And his chip down a pretty steep hill. Just got to land this about 8 feet in front of her and have it collect. Also going with less than driver. Soo-ji leaning like this, might be a touch left. Oh, it's right on line. Beautiful stuff from Kim Soo-ji. Safe to say that that's going to be a birdie too. And Yoo Hyun-ju with back-to-back birdies now gets to 8 under par. Very good indeed. Shinsu. Gosh, he loves to follow Kim Soo-ji's line into this green. Pushed it out a little wide. No harm done there. Gotta be sensible. Go a little long. That's right. Just really had no option coming from that right rough. Be a bit more aggressive from the middle of the fairway, Kim Min-ju. Took an awkward little first skip. Lucky, you have to say. He's on the far right edge of the tee box at 16 is Hyun-jin, trying to open up the angle of this green more.
거리. Okay.
She knows what she's doing. Hyun-kyung. Got to just give herself some looks. It's not what we needed to see. Do that hard work. Kim Min-sun now for par at 17. Eerily similar to how her round transpired yesterday. Just unable to get anything going, and then just a couple of late bogeys. Well, a late bogey on 18. And left sort of scratching her head, thinking, I played a lot better than the score indicated. Pretty good from back there, ENG. Chin Sill. Right to left. Second half of this putt most definitely will be working downhill. Got a chance. Ooh, just straightened up at the end. Brilliant effort from Bang. Lovely birdie on this hole yesterday. Kim a longer effort today though. This one comes uphill. Half a chance. Very much dialed in on the greens today, all week long, must be said. After that stellar tee shot, all that's left for Kim Soo-ji to pick up a birdie on the 14th. Is she putting this? This is a curious play for Park Hyun-kil. Normally such a good chipper of the golf ball. I wonder if maybe the confidence is a little shot at the moment. Day for Kim Min-sun 7. It's been another frustrating trek around this mountainous layout. It's a good kick. Just wiggles onto the front edge. got to match up the pace here. Yu Hyun-ju, pretty flat to start, and you see it down that slope to the back left corner of the green, right there. Start to gather speed. So kicked it a lot further left than Hyun-ju envisaged. Big drive on 15, stays in the fairway. Might have a look at the green and 2 from that spot. Yeah, 1. Bogey at the 17th, so now back at 1 under. Just looked a little untidy, a little sloppy, very un-year 1-like this week. One place you don't want to miss it on the 14th is out to the left. Loads of room right of this pin for your championship leader. Just spun out of that a bit, but no real harm done. Pretty easy leave, just short of that green. Yu Hyun-ju for her par. Hasn't made a bogey since the 6th. She'll avoid one there on the 17th. Good 2-putt, nice recovery. Said it many times in the past. She likes the look of all locations on the left side of the green. Can really fit that big slinging draw in there. Set for her first bogey on Friday. Oh, takes a big kick. It's not going to go in the penalty area. There's just something about this tee shot that doesn't give her the confidence that she needs. It's 2 very poor swings she's made off this tee the last couple of days. It's not even that hard of a hole. Just a standard 7-iron out towards the right half of the green. So all 3 players in the final group going to be chipping. We're at 14. Jae-young blitzing the golf course today on the other side. Finishing up on the other side. There's a birdie putt on 9. That's going to be a very nice day's work for Jae-young. Curler to the right for Jin-son's birdie on 16. to carry this just past the fringe, have it kick left. Nicely judged. Intricacies about this second shot on 15, as Kim Soo-ji is finding out. You hit a good tee shot down the right half of the fairway. Still have no idea where the green is. This par 5 just works up the hill into the right. You got a bush in front of you. All about trying to pick the right tree or the right target in the distance. It lines you up with that left edge of the green, and then you can sort of operate from there. The target up ahead, and you, suffice to say, do not want to be right of it. It's important to really trust start line. Also to get the spectators, who sometimes can be a little oblivious, just out of the way. Shot. She picked the right line. She picked the right tree up on the hill to start this out. Soo-ji, 5 back. Sounded like it clipped a couple of branches. That's okay. A little bit further up the fairway, but similar problem for Bao. Blind second shot. Safely on the green. Excellent shot from Shin-sil. Just a little plop and run. Pretty big practice swings from Kim Min-joo. Indicates perhaps she wants to carry this about halfway to the hole. Very nice touch. Hard to catch her when she's not making bogeys and giving the chasers a sniff. The last, and Kim Min-sun 7's birdie putt from the front edge of the green. Quite send that one up high enough, Park Min-ji, so we'll have around 8 feet to save a par. Speaking of saving pars, Sun 7 for a 4 on the last. Yep. Well hold. Good 2-putt. In a round that promised to be more. Sort of ends on a flat note. Level past 72. Poor back nine for year one. Past 73, she will not be a factor this week at High1 CC. Hong Jung-min was making such good progress around the front nine. Bogey the 14th, he'll be back at 7 under par. For a share of 4th right now. 4 other players. Clumsy chip for Park Hyun Kyung. So this for par. Okay, just creeps it in over the right lip. Hard work in 3. The game plan on this hole. Just try and land it short of the front edge and pray for a good kick. It's a pretty good kick. It just slows up in some of that thickish rough. Not bad though from Yu Hyun-ju.
저 일로 가야 돼요.
Not a hard putt, even though it's about 8 feet away for par for Park Min-ji. Uphill right to left. Just hit that too hard, straight through the break. These are the really clumsy, costly bogeys that we're not used to seeing from Min-ji. Left it in a good spot. Kim Soo-ji just short left of this 15th green. Now pitching uphill slightly. And that is a 3 out of 10. Not well played by any means for Kim Soo-ji. Remains mistake-free. Min-ju, that lead growing to 4 shots. Han Jin-sun. A lot of players miss the 17th green short and left. Listen to the comical, rather animated reactions of the members of the gallery. Shin-sil for the second time on this back nine. There's a putt for eagle. Game so much simpler when you possess her kind of power. Par 5s and 2. Simple 2-putt birdies. For the moment, cuts the lead back to 3. G1. Outside chance on 16 to move herself inside the top 10. That's off to the right. Kyung. Okay, stays in the rough, but I just think that eliminates the chance of attacking this green in 2. Capitalize on that excellent tee shot. No, she can't. She can get herself to 7 under par. She'll probably feel like she's still in with a shout. 30, 15 would be critical. The last of the par 5s here at High1 CC. And on the green, Kim Soo-ji, at least this is uphill, so she can play it aggressively. Back-to-back birdies on 13 and 14. Starting to feel it with that putter. That's 3 in a row for Kim Soo-ji. Moves into a share of 3rd. Very nice. 4. Had to work for it. The number on that scorecard is all that matters at the end of the day. Kim So-hee, 2nd into the 17th. Yields a birdie. Some performance from a player who has struggled mightily this season. Missed 6 cuts already. She is hanging around the right side of the leaderboard this week. See that front left on location. Front right, excuse me, on the 16th. Similar to where it was for Thursday's opening round. The penalty here on the left shouldn't really be in the equation. It's a very gettable flagstick. There won't be much club in hand for Pang Shin-sil. A little deep for Kim Min-ju. And that one, yeah, just stays on the left edge of the fairway. Gives players so much more control. Don't have to worry about blades of grass getting caught between club face and ball. Kim Kyung drawn a bit of a bare lie. This right rough, and I was describing earlier, that's what the players see. The green's somewhere up there. It's about picking out a line and trying to keep it left. It's in the go zone for Park Min-ji. Just gotta make sure you Strike it nicely, get it up quick enough. Oh, it's off right. And that's come off the lamppost. Gonna have to check the local rules. Sometimes those light fixtures, if you do happen to hit one, it is a re-hit. Have a look then. So many of these courses floodlit. Yeah, bang, straight into the lamppost and off into the right trees. So if that's not a free re-hit, this is a horrible break for Park Min Jeep. Doesn't look like it's a re-hit. It says provisional ball. We'll just double check that with the rules officials momentarily. She's just looked a little sluggish on this back line. Been on the move over the last few holes, Kim Soo-ji. 3 birdies on the bounce. That has seen her up to 8 under par. It's an attackable flag here on the 16th. She's starting to get that look about her, I tell you what. Talk about players who can make birdies in bunches. You're looking at one of the great examples on the KLPGA Tour right there. Kim Soo-ji. Every chance to make it 4 in a row. And Bang Shin-sil. She's been playing some solid golf since making the turn as well. Those times where you feel momentum is a positive thing. Seeing your playing partners go well. It's trying to lift your game too. Right on cue. How about those 2 tee shots from Kim Soo-ji and Bang Shin-sil? We'll have to lay it up after missing the fairway. And the third to the par 5. Well controlled. Good shot. It's a very nice round of golf for Yoo Hyun-ju. That's a 67. Into Sunday at 8 under par. Has pretty much been able to do her own thing. Never really under too much pressure today, Kim Min-ju. That was a touch clunky. And again, doesn't pay the price for it. missing green. She's missing them in acceptable spots. Got Han Jin-sun on the home hole. Site of many a happy memory for Jin-sun through the years. It's probably half an inch away from a cold top, but she'll get away with that. How about the week that Kim So-hee is having? Number 76th on the money list. And this week, top 5 or even a top 10. No move her inside the top 60. And the top 60 at the end of the season maintain their cards and playing privileges for 2026. They'll have to go back to Q school. Shot out of play. Scrambling to minimize the damage as Park Min-ji. So Bang Shin-sil will move to double digits under par for the first time this week. She closes the gap on Kim Min-ju to 2 shots again. Good shot for Han Ji-won into the 17th. It's going to be at least 2 drop shots for Park Min-ji. Costly lamppost for the 19-time tour winner there. And Hong Jung-min fit this into the back left pocket where the pin is today. Fabulous shot, very good from the reigning KLPGA Championship winner. It's an outside chance for Kim Min-ju. Walks gently up the hill. It's only going to be a par. At the 15th for your championship leader, whose lead is cut to just 2. Suji, Shin-sil, making a move on this back 9. That's going to be 4 in a row. 5th birdie of the day. Through 16 holes, Kim Suji and Bang Shin-sil have combined for 13 birdies. And it's got cellophane over the top of it for Park Hyun Kyung. Just like Kim Min Sun 7, just can't seem to buy a putt today. Now the hard-charging group of Shinsil and Suji have reached the 17th tee. Shinsil's got the big stick. Meanders a little from right to left and works uphill. A big tee shot here, and she's only going to have less than a wedge into the green. Just such an advantage with its tucked hole location for today's third round. Loses that one outright. It's going to find the fairway bunker. So complicates things a touch for Shinsil. On the green, Han Ji-won gets it to 6 under par. Still no gimme this double bogey putt for Park. Tough to watch. Park Min-ji, a disastrous triple bogey 8 on a par 5. That one is going to sting. Controlled second shot on 17 should yield a birdie for Hong Jong-min. Yep. A real chance to cut into that lead of EA1 atop the money list with EA1 struggles this week. Hong Jong-min moves to within 4. Back on the tee, Suji.
네, 하겠습니다.
ENG. Seen some good tee shots to this gettable front pin on 16 today. What can our leader muster? Like on 6, like on 14, excuse me, just leaks it out right, and that's a little tricky one. Ju has 18, Kim So-yi. Pretty good putt. It's an excellent putt. Oh, birdies are few and far between at the 18th. Kim So-yi's going to brush that one in for a round of 68. What a story it would be if she could do something special tomorrow afternoon. She's in with a chance. Clumsy bogey on the last for Hanjin Son. Drop her outside of the top 10. Not used to that feeling here at High1 CC. Back to 16 with Hyun Kyung. Still has a couple of holes to try and make amends. Park Min-ji back at 3 under after that triple. going from bad to worse for Park Min-ji in the last 20 minutes or so. The lamppost on the 15th led to a triple bogey, now bunkered at 16. Having perhaps visions of closing the gap on Kim Min-ju. She's outside of the top 20 now as we go to Bang Shin-sil, who's bunkered as well on 17. Was a little uncomfortable. Played an elevated green with the ball above your feet in the fairway bunker. Easy to catch these fat. Face full of sand for her efforts, and that's pretty good from that spot. Got to play this with speed and open club face from that line. So popped up quickly, kind of drop on the fringe and then tumble onto the hole. It's very nicely played. Excellent technique there from your championship leader. A lot more of an option here of how she wants to attack the pin. Suji's got 9-iron on 17. Sawed off follow through, just trying to flight that down. Catch the slope. Oh, not quite. Yeah. She could do with this one dropping Park Hyun-kyung. Birdie look on 16 after a solid tee shot. Feels a little to the left. Just hitting it straight through the break. Another golden chance goes begging to Han Ji-won on the home hole. Excellent shot from Han, one of the best we've seen into today's hole location. Min-ji for par. Just sort of summed up her season, really. Done anything horrible, hasn't done anything particularly brilliant either. And anytime she's got any kind of momentum going, something like that just happens. Min-ji drops 4 shots in 2 holes as Jo Min comes into the 18th green from that left rough. She's going to be scuttling along, too much heat. It's a green that slopes from front to back. It's not a bad place to be pitching from. Par saving putt now for Kim Min-ju. Just on the right edge, I feel. Rock solid. Keeps the lead at 2 over Bang Shin-sil. 3 over Kim Soo-ji. Shin-sil, there she is. Well, this putt moves pretty hard to the left as it makes its way down the slope. We'll see if Shin-sil can pick out the right line as it works downhill. So I've got to respect the pace of these greens. Not bad, but not dead yet.
가는 건 좀 많고 보는 건
suppose the only place you don't want to miss this fairway is that right-hand fairway bunker where we saw Bang Shin Sil earlier. With the exception of her tee shot on 10 and 9, Kim has been pretty solid. Just into the left rough. It looks like that's sitting up. Up on the green, Suji to join Shin Sil at 10 under and keep this amazing string of birdies going. Wouldn't put it past her to can another one from distance. It's got to go. It's not going to. So the blitz of birdies comes to a pause on 17. Minju by 2 over Shin Sil. Suji with her barrage of birdies up into solo third. Second shot on the way at 17 for Park Hyun Kyung. Solid. Right where the players want to look, just a little right of that pin. Importantly, good distance control leaves her in the correct segment of the putting surface. Up to 18. And Kim Soo-ji just trying to leave it short of that penalty area with the hybrid. It's a little quick and hooky. And she did not get all of that. She is going to be coming in from an awfully long way back. He doesn't need to go with this flag stick. Kim Min-ju, just look out towards the left edge of the TV tower. Hardly any green to work with if she takes a direct line at this location. It's ample room out right. Yeah, Shin-sil just needs a 4-iron or even a 5-iron off the tee. Simple pitch shot, lies good, lots of green to work with, although that sounded like it came off a little soft and slow. It needs to keep releasing. Fabulous. Excellent touch from Hong Jung-min, who should be in that second to last group tomorrow. Facing a second victory of the season. Wind would actually move her past year one atop the money list, so huge incentive to play for Sunday. Jung-min. Terrific second. Han Ji-won. Get it to go. Still, solid day for her. 6 under par, just inside the top 10. Send this out enough right, because if you're just a little shy with the pace, it rips left early. After that awful tee shot. Suji's actually got more club in her hands now than she did back on the tee. Second shot plays uphill, but sort of 20 yards short of the green. Do land on a bit of a downslope, so we're trying to carry this about 200 odd meters and have it sort of bounce on to the putting surface. Covered the situation well. Kim Soo-ji chalk that up as a green in regulation. can see. Imagine it's almost a similar club she's got in her hands now. So this one out a little bit, right? Try and use the contours of the slope. Hot first kick, but it should hold up on the green. Law of averages says these putts have to start dropping for Hyun Kyung. Gosh, he has had so many chances to date. It's like being stuck in Groundhog Day. Gets good shots, good putts. Doesn't gain any ground. Par for moving day. Now 6 shots adrift. That you just take a great measure of pride in banging into the back of the cup. If she continues this rock solid form, she's going to be tough to catch tomorrow.
플레이하겠습니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
Not difficult read this. Not much break in it. Pretty flat as well. How steady she keeps her head here. Rocks the shoulders. Twitching the hands. A solid par. It's been a bit of a cruisy back nine for Shin Dae-in, who still finds herself at 4 under par. Pretty nicely judged. Kim So-hee, she's a player who needs a good finish this week. Try and move up that money list. Final group of the day have reached the 18th tee. Tournament leader Kim Min-joo leading us off. Suji, back edge of this green. Putt wants to move left early, then I think it just wants to go back the other way around the cup. Sublime speed control. She is going to be a factor tomorrow. You just get the sense. Very much looks like it's going to be a Suji, Shinsil, and Min-joo final threesome tomorrow. Apart from Kyung's level par day, just not going to be enough. And an afternoon where High1 CC has yielded plenty of good scoring. Tough last couple of holes for Park Min-joo.
네, 알겠습니다.
7 under par. Currently on the 14th tee. He finds himself just 2 under. Classy second shot for Bang Shin-sil. Just got away from her the early part of that putt. No one's made more birdies on the golf course today than Shin-sil. She's made 8, dropped 2 shots in there as well. She popped that one in for a 66. Looks like she will start the final round as Kim Min-joo's closest pursuer. Min-joo seeking her second career title, second of the year as well. Good 2-putt. That's a shame. Did the hard work with a nicely played pitch shot. And ultimately, a bit of a poor back nine is going to tot up to a 73 for Shin Dae-in. Disconcerting when you see someone in your group miss it from short range just before you step in over it, but don't see this posing too many problems for Kim Soo-ji. courtesy of an excellent round of 67, Kim Soo-ji. Playing away into the final group. Tomorrow, he's going to have Ocean Silver company again. How far back are they going to be of Kim Min-joo, who, as she was at the beginning of the day, leads this championship, albeit by just 2. Making her way up the final hole. Kim Kyung, see if we can use the right side of this green. Should do more than that. Look at this second shot. Oh, outstanding from Park Hyun Kyung. Hasn't been able to get anything going all day, and all of a sudden it looks like she's going to birdie the hardest hole on the golf course. Within 5. Really is such a crapshoot when it comes to playing second shots on this hole. You're praying for a good bounce. I say Hyun Kyung has definitely got one there. Do anything fancy, you can just look out a little bit right. Everyone before her pitch this short of the green. Sounded like the old toe pull there, Kim Min-joo. That's not a foregone conclusion. One final little test. Kim. Love to see Park Min-ji just finish strong with the birdie. Never gives up, this young lady. Pretty solid shot. Couldn't ask for more from there. Free relief given from being up against the hospitality unit to the left-hand side of 18, so it simplifies this pitch shot a little for Kim Min-joo. As she's done all day long. She's displaying great control, great touch. Carry that lead to Championship Sunday. It's just not made it easy for the rest of the field to try and catch her. Come on, Minji, let's finish strong. This closing birdie. Doesn't come back from out there. That's not what she needed to see. Been a new partnership for Park Min-ji this season. Tall, unmistakable silhouette of veteran caddy Lee Suk on her back, and great experience winning many a time. Otherwise at Leo Kim at the end of last season. That's a good strong putt to finish for Park. He will rule difficult run from 14 to 16. So Outside the top 20 now is Minji, going to the final round at 2 under par, whopping 10 shots adrift of Kim Minji. Roll this one in. You always feel that any player within 5 shots heading into Sunday always has a chance. Hasn't been under par at any point in this third round. Find a birdie at the closing hole. It's a 71 for Hyun Kyung. Just had to hang tough all day. Should be within 5.
저희 플레이 마저 하겠습니다. 이동 잠시만 멈춰주세요.
She's already had some experience sleeping on the lead coming into the weekend. Just looks settled and resolved all throughout the afternoon, Kim Min-joo. For the second bogey-free round of the week. Go into Sunday leading by 2, seeking a second career victory. Picks up course record 64 with a bogey-free 69 on Saturday. It's shaping up to be quite compelling come Sunday afternoon. Let's look back at some of the best that moving day had to offer at High1 CC. Starting at the opening hole. First of many birdies recorded from Hwang Min-jung. A little wedge left into the second. Controlled that spin very nicely. Would lead to another birdie for Hyun-joo. She would do it again on the third. Slept on that 3-shot lead coming into the day. Parred the opening hole, the drivable par 4. Would more than make amends for it with an excellent wedge shot and a birdie there at the second. Bang Shin-sil also birdied the second, and like Yoo Hyun-joo, would find another after this delectable wedge shot at 3. Had 3 eagle looks this afternoon, Bang Shin-sil. First of which came at 4, a good 2-putt birdie. Dropped a shot at 6, but then recovered the situation well with a bounce-back birdie at 7. And then at 12, having gone bogey birdie at 10 and 11. Roll that one in for an excellent birdie. That took her up to 8 under par. Need the turn at 1 under. Kim Min-joo laid up at the par 5. Made a birdie the good old-fashioned way. And at 12, beautifully controlled wedge shot from 113 meters. left herself in a really good position underneath the hole, putting from the correct side, and as she did so well yesterday, as it cooperated, it would move her up to 12 under. And there was a late run from Yoo Hyun-ju at her 6th and final birdie in her round of 67. Kim Soo-ji was really shifting on the back nine, turned in 1 under par, birdied the 13th, hit this excellent tee shot at the par 3 14th. In the company of Bang Shin-sil, who had another look at eagle and would 2-putt comfortably, take it a 9 under. Soo-ji had a little bit more in this birdie putt, but the result was the same. 3 in a row for the Autumn Queen. And then, how about these 2 tee shots from Soo-ji and Shin-sil at the par 3 16th. All over it for Kim. It was even better for Bang. Suffice to say, a pair of them would both pick up deuces. 67 for Soo-ji, 66 for Shin-sil, who have played their way into the final group alongside Kim Min-ju, who had to get up and down to keep the scorecard clean for the 2nd day in a row. She leads by 2 with 18 to go here at High1 CC. Should be a thrilling conclusion to this year's championship. Certainly hope that you can join us for live final round coverage. Same time, same place tomorrow afternoon. Can Min-ju hang on? We'll find out. Join us then. Bye-bye for now.